Session is resumed. Majority Leader. It is directed that the privileged speech of DS Waminal is referred to the Committee on
Rules, Mr. Speaker.
Rules. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we open the privilege hour.
Privilege hour is opened. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, the first of our colleagues who wishes to avail.
Mr. Speaker,
Yes, DS Marcoleta of Sagip Party List. What is the pleasure of the
I ask
gentleman?
permission from the rules, Mr. Speaker, that I wish to interpolate Deputy Speaker Waminal, and I was given a go signal.
Yeah, Mr. Deputy Speaker Marcoleta, the person who gave his privilege speech is not willing to be interpolated. So therefore, there can be no interpolation at this time.
So, Biwas Waminal, Mr. Speaker, refuses to answer interpellation from this representation.
Yes, he had made his reasons to do so, and so therefore, there can be no interpolation on his privilege speech because he has declined.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Okay, may I just ask the Speaker that I be given the chance to make a manifestation, Mr. Speaker?
Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, considering that this is an issue, it's very important in the locality. And considering also that we are respecting the right of the distinguished deputy speaker not to be interpolated, I believe, Mr. Speaker, that we should recognize the Honorable Marcoleta for his manifestation. So, Mr. Speaker, I move we recognize the Honorable Marcoleta. So move, Mr. Speaker.
Honorable Marcoleta is now allowed to give his manifestation, a short manifestation. But after all, there is no reply to that because there is no interpolation.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, this incident came from, I would say, complaints heard to me by several residents of Osamis City in Misamis Occidental sometime in April of last year. Considering, Mr. Speaker, that our constituency is nationwide, those residents, Mr. Speaker, specifically those belonging to the marginalized and poor sector of this country, are the chosen sectors of our party list. Hindi naman pwedeng hindi ko sila tulungan kung meron silang problema, Mr. Speaker. And so because of those complaints, those cries for justice, because at that time, their dwelling houses, the residences, are being demolished. I remember I texted and I even communicated with Deputy Speaker Henry Waminal in order to know the background on what is happening in his district. And so I was told, Mr. Speaker, that the city government of Osamis, whose mayor is his son, was granted a writ of possession by the trial court. I asked him, Mr. Speaker, if by virtue of the writ of possession granted by the court, if the Osamis government was already entitled to demolish those houses. I was specifically asking him, Mr. Speaker, whether the writ of possession granted the Osamis city government also the right to demolish the houses. I told him that you need writs or orders of demolitions coming from the court before you can do that. I think you must observe due process. Mr. Speaker, I also told him that there is a law on expropriation. As a matter of fact, in one of his press cons and interviews, Mr. Speaker, Deputy Speaker Waminal referred to Republic Act 10752. He was saying in that press conference that the project is a national project funded by the national government and implemented by the DPWH. I asked him, kung ba meron ka ng writ of possession, ang ibig mong sabihin, pwede nang wasakin lahat ang mga bahay nang walang writ of demolitions. Wala namang magandang sagot, Mr. Speaker. Wala silang maipakita. So I called the DILG. Pwede pa ka akong magpatulong sa inyo because pandemic na po kasi noon, Mr. Speaker.
Mr. Speaker, point of order, Mr. Speaker.
I think I have the floor, Mr. Speaker.
Let us first hear a point of order which takes precedence from anybody speaking on the floor. Yes.
Kanina, ayaw ko magpa-interpolate. Ngayon, I am not making a manifestation.
Let us hear the point of order. You are speaking, I recognize you, but there is a point of order, and we have to hear that, and the chair will rule. State the point of order.
The point of order, Mr. Speaker, is that the subject matter raised by the DS Marcolita is no longer a manifestation, but rather a privilege. And that subject matter is now pending with the Committee on Public Government and Accountability. And therefore, it is not proper to be discussed already.
What is the comment of the majority leader?
Mr. Speaker, though we respect the opinion of the Honorable Deputy Speaker, a while ago we moved that we recognize the Honorable Marcoleta and there is no objection. It's precisely because the Deputy Speaker did not want to be interpolated on. That's why I said a while ago, considering the situation, we should allow Deputy Speaker Marcoleta to do his manifestation, just like you extended the privilege hour of the Deputy Speaker Ominal because of the situation. That is the opinion of the majority of the floor leader, Mr. Speaker.
With the opinion of the majority leader, we continue to recognize DS Marcoleta, and we would like to request that this is short. There are 10 on the list. And after all, I have heard that DS Marcoleta in his 35 minutes privilege speech, and these matters have been taken up. And so therefore, can we have a shortened manifestation from DS Marcoleta? The issues have been joined, it is going to the rules. DS Marcoleta is recognized.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. As a matter of fact, I'm going to those lines that he already made mention, like my intervention in his own district. As I have said, Mr. Speaker, our constituency is nationwide. And I intervened because residents in Misamis Occidental called me and texted me, and it is my duty to respond, Mr. Speaker. At yun lang po tinatanong ko, kung merong court orders ng pagdidemolish, wala naman. So I called the DILG, specifically if they can ask the PNP to also see the grounds, what is happening on the grounds, see for themselves kung meron pong writ of demolition. Kung meron, okay lang, because that is the proper and legal order. Ang problema, Mr. Speaker, wala pong writ of demolition, walang orders of demolition, and this fact was even confirmed to me by Undersecretary of DILG Echeverry, because the provincial DILG official reported to him that there was no writ of demolitions. Mr. Speaker, ang sabi ko kay Deputy Waminal, he should observe due process. Kasi po kahit na magkaroon kayo ng writ of demolition, hindi naman po pwede po na automatic meron na po kayong title over the lands na po inyong in-expropriate. Ibig bang sabihin, Mr. Speaker, pag nag-issue na po ng writ of possession ng court, yung title po kagad automatic pang napunta sa Osamis government? Hindi po. So the question is, paano po kayo makapagtatayo ng isang project funded by the national government over a land area which is owned privately by the residents? Bakit papasok ang national government like the DPWH mag-construct ng project, hindi naman titulado sa Osamis government? These are the questions I raised. And I even told him, Mr. Speaker, under Republic Act 7279, small parcels of lands belonging to residents are even exempted. They are exempted from expropriation. And then, the same law, Mr. Speaker, Section 10. Ang sabi po doon, expropriation is only one mode of land acquisition. Before you can even resort to expropriation, dapat po exhausted yung ibang modes of acquisition like land banking, community mortgage, land swapping, negotiated sale, donation to the government, and so on and so forth. What does the law specifically say? You have to exhaust these different modes of acquisition before you can go to expropriation. And then, kung talagang nag-iisa na lang, expropriation na lang, Mr. Speaker, ang sabi po ng batas specifically, parcels of land belonging to small landowners are exempted for purposes of that law. Yun po yung sinasabi ko. Pagkatapos, dinimolish lahat ang mga bahay. Mr. Speaker, under Republic Act 10752, there are 3 requisites na dapat gawin ng proponent na mag-expropriate. Number 1, babayaran mo 100% ng relevant zonal value ng mga i-expropriate mo. Babayaran mo yung improvements and houses and the trees and crops that may have been destroyed in the act of expropriation. And primarily, Mr. Speaker, under Republic Act 10752, you have to go through expropriation through the office of the Solicitor General or the office of the Government Corporate Council. Hindi po didiretso ang Osamis government na mag-expropriate like what they did by filing a complaint for expropriation in the trial court. They invoke the eminent domain of the local government code. That is a general law. Ang special law on expropriation is Republic Act 10752. We lawyers know that a special law will prevail over the general law in the matters of expropriation. This is the special law.
We request to round up because 10 more of our congressmen are in line for the privilege speech. Kindly round up so that those issues precisely.
Yes, Mr. Speaker. Kaya ko lang po kinukwento ito dahil sinasabi niya na that I interfered. I interfered for the correct reasons. Hindi naman po siya naniwala sa akin. Hindi na sana tayo napunta sa ganito kung pinakinggan niya ako. Pagkatapos sasabihin niya, pinakita niya, kinausap ko raw ang sheriff. Totoo po yun, through telephone, Mr. Speaker. I was asking the sheriff kung may dala-dala siyang court order ng demolition. Wala po, Mr. Speaker.
Yes, so that precisely those issues will be thrashed out in the proper committee by the host because the privilege speech has
Salamat po. Salamat po, Mr. Speaker.
So you line up so that we can now go to our other speakers.
Mr. Chair,